Welcome to Magic Tarot. I have a pick a card for you all. The question is, what would they tell you if they could? You have three piles, pile 1, 2, and 3. The timestamps will be down below. You can choose any pile that you want. Like you might be drawn to the number, you might be drawn to the card. Choose accordingly. You can think of a particular person and then choose. The timestamps will be down below. So let's start with the reading. The first pile that you have here is the cards. The first card that you have is Queen of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, Five of Wands, Three of Cups, and the Hermit card. What would they tell you if they would or if they could? With the Queen of Pentacles, I think they want to tell you that the cards are telling me that you just made them feel very comfortable around you, like they could be themselves around you. With the Queen of Pentacles, she is someone who is quite successful in her life. In the position that she is right now, she's quite happy about it. Like financially, if talking, she's quite happy about it. And she's someone who is quite peaceful, who is, you know, who is willing to work hard for the things that she desires. But then the way you make others feel is like people are very comfortable around you, and you are also someone who does not try to impress people. Okay, you look for your own comforts, and that's actually a good thing. And with the Five of Wands, this talks about you as being someone who has a lot of in you can say love interest. Okay, like you're always surrounded by people, and peop and there are many people who actually like you or have a crush on you, or you just attract a lot of people. So every time it's like every time that you are there, there's like you're always surrounded by people. Okay, so with the Five of Wands, that is what it talks about. But then it also talks about you being as someone who is quite witty and clever with her comebacks. So whenever you have these silly banters, you are someone quick to reply, and it is fun. Okay, and with the Three of Cups, this person wants to tell you that they had some really happy moments with you. Okay, like you brought in this fun element, you brought happiness into their life, joy, celebration. It was like a gala time that they had with you, like a really fun time with you. But then the Three of Cups also talks about the fact that this might be a third party situation where you could have been a third party, or there must have been someone else involved. And what I feel like with the Five of Wands there, I feel like either you were vying for their attention, you were fighting for their attention because there was a lot of competition involved, or they were fighting for your attention. Okay, so with the Three of Cups, I feel like their heart was conflicted. It was torn between two people. They had emotions for both of you, and they couldn't decide on who they really wanted, and probably left you standing like that. And they kind of ghosted on you with the Hermit card. So the Hermit card talks about someone who just like vanished, maintaining all of a sudden started to maintain distance from you, like without a proper explanation. So this talks about some, like, this particular person, what he did is he is actually on purpose not coming across you or on purpose is maintaining distance. They don't want to face you. They don't want to talk about this. They don't want to discuss about this because they really do not know what to do. Okay, with the Eight of Swords, this talks about someone who actually has no clue. Like, they seem to be stuck. They do not know. They are not able to figure out like what they truly want. They do not know. They cannot navigate in this particular situation. They cannot figure out like what they want. Okay, so that is the Eight of Swords energy. And that's the reason, like, if you happen to like bump into them and then ask them about like, confront them, they just wouldn't know what to tell you because they are completely clueless. Like, this is something like they have no clue about. This is bringing a lot of confusion into their lives. But then they also realize your worth. With the Queen of Pentacles, they realize your worth, how amazing of a woman you are. But then their heart is torn between two people and they are not able to decide. So either you are fighting for their attention or they have been fighting for your attention, for you to finally notice them. So that is what I'm getting from your reading. I hope this resonates with you. Thank you. Let's move to this next pile. The next pile that we have is, the cards are Ace of Pentacles, King of Cups, King of Sword, the Tower, and the Moon card. So here, what would they tell you if they could? With the Ace of Pentacles, King of Cups, King of Swords, the Tower, and the Moon. Okay, so with the Ace of Pentacles, they knew the potential of this relationship. Okay, they knew somewhere that this relationship could turn out to be something special, something long term, something which would bring them a lot of joy, happiness, and even abundance. Okay, so with the Ace of Pentacles, they know that they could have had a very special connection with you. And with the King of Cups, this talks about someone being, they pretending not to feel things. They pretending to be like, okay, I like, they might not even admit that to themselves that they have strong emotions, but there is like very deep and strong emotions which overwhelm them to a great extent, but then they might underplay those emotions, or they would probably think like it's no big deal. So I think what this person went about doing to you is that they never opened up about their emotions. So with the Moon card, I also have a feeling like they themselves, I think this reading, I think it came about in another pile as well, not this pile, but then I think I'd done a reading before and then somewhat a similar energy had come about. Okay, so okay, let's move with the reading then. With the King of Cups, what I feel is like they have the strong emotions, but they themselves are not aware of it because you have the Moon card here. So the Moon card talks about secrets. It talks about some form, something that is hidden, which is either not come out in the open or is coming out in the open very slowly. So I think they downplayed their emotions, and with the King of Swords, they tried to see this whole situation as in a very logical way. Like, they just wanted to, like, um, I think they tried to cover up their emotions by being logical about it. They were like, okay, I have to put, am I to put in so much of effort and things? But with the Tower movement, I think it's like it brought about tower moments in their life, or probably it brought about tower moments in your life that is like these heart painful truths coming out, or it's like, these. earth shattering moments that you have when you have a sudden illumination, a sudden, some form of truth that you can either realize it yourselves or it is coming through some external forces. But I think with the King of Swords, and the King of Cups, especially the King of Cups, I think they started to realize this very slowly, and the Tower movement came about. And them not being really, truthful about their feelings, I feel like, you had these Tower moments as well. Like, you knew that they had this strong emotions for you, but even when you confronted them or asked them, I think they have gone ahead and outright denied you. Okay, so with the King of Swords, I think they would want to open up about their feelings to you. They would want to tell you, like, that they really have deep emotions for you, and they probably thought this was something that they could build a future with, or you know something which had a potential for a long term. So that's what I'm getting from your reading. I hope this resonates with you. Thank you. Okay, the last pile that we have here is, you have the Nine of Cups, the Six of Swords, you have the Judgment, the Lovers, Ten of Pentacles, and the last card is, you had the sixth card pop up for you, that is the six of, sorry, four of swords. So what would they tell you if they want? What would they tell you if they could? Okay, so they knew that this connection, not knew, like, I think they felt very deeply and strongly attracted to you. This connection that they felt with you was something which was unexplainable, was they couldn't really put a finger on why, or the connection that they had with you was just so deep, like on a whole new level, which they had not felt any time before. So I mean, like, in the whole deck, okay, you just have this lovers is like the confirmation that it is something like a true love. Okay, like, which is divinely guided. You have the angel here, so this is one of the connection which is divinely guided. So they knew that this connection was very deep. What they felt for you was quite deep, and they saw that they could build a Ten of Pentacles with you. So that is like having a very happy married life. If you can see here, it's like having a very happy married life, having loyalty, building a fortune for yourself, building. It's like just having that comfort in life, having the right people to share your feelings with, share your wealth with, share your happiness and joy with, and then having that stability, having loyalty, having basically everything what life can give you, and you feeling very satisfied about it. So that is with the Lovers card and the Ten of Pentacles. And and then I also feel with the Nine of Cups, you made them feel very satisfied in their lives. Okay, so this is like being really happy and joyful. Okay, so that you have all these cards, but then there is another interpretation to this as well. That is the Nine of Cups and the Four of Swords. You have at the beginning and you have at the end. This talks about someone who did not give you what you wanted. So that was like they were aware of this connection, but they still decided to remain single and didn't give you the commitment that you were looking for, or the connection that you were looking for. So they did not put a label on it, nor did they, I mean, like, they were like, I'm happy being single, okay? It was something like that. Like, maybe they even actually portrayed to you that you really don't mean much to them with a Nine of Cups. I feel like they try to portray that to you, that you, like, outright sort of denying that you didn't really have this connection, and they were not willing to give you a commitment. Though you have this 10 of pentacles, that is what they thought, but then you have the ending and the you have the beginning and the ending, okay, with the nine of cups and the four of swords. It's like i want I want, like, not giving that. Four of swords also talks about, like, okay, I'm going to stay away from this. It is something like that. And I think that brought about a lot of pain to you. The judgment card um talks about making peace with the past, making peace with the things that have gone down, making peace with all those hard times that you had, and just forgiving the other person, not for them, but for yourself, so that you can have a peace of mind. So, in this overall reading, it is like you get to decide, like, you actually get to decide, like, whether you want this relationship or not, okay? Whether you want to give them a second chance or not. But I think they want you to give them a second chance. And with the Six of Swords, they feel like things are finally improving. Like things can improve. Like, okay, they might want to, like, improve themselves and come out of this, like, whatever fights or battles that they had with you, they would want to, like, reprioritize their life and then decide on this whole thing, like what they truly want. But then that is what they would want to tell you, like, okay, they would want a second chance, okay, with the judgment card, but then it's up to you to decide whether you want to give them or not. So that was your reading. Thank you.